Welcome all of you to the lecture session on the parametric technique analysis of variance ANOVA, one-way ANOVA. We'll discuss in this lecture session one-way ANOVA. ANOVA is used to understand the differences in population means among more than two populations. The analysis of variance is a powerful statistical tool for test of significance, and ANOVA is a hypothesis testing technique that is used for comparing mean values of more than two groups simultaneously. So when we have to compare the impact of factor on the mean on more than two groups simultaneously, the hypothesis tests such as two sample t-test are not ideal approach since they can result in incorrect type 1 and type 2 error. So we use the analysis of variance to understand the differences in population mean among more than two populations. So analysis of variance compares two or more populations of interval data. So specifically we are interested in determining whether differences exist between the population mean, and it is a procedure that tests to determine whether difference exists between two or more population mean. And basically the technique analyzes the sample variances. Let's look into, for example, a mango juice manufacturer is planning to develop a new product that is a liquid concentrate, and a marketing manager has to decide how to market the new product. So three strategies have been considered, like giving emphasis on convenience, quality and product. So one experiment was conducted in three cities in Bhubaneswar, Cuttack and Rourkela. An advertisement campaign was conducted, and in each city only one of the three characteristics, that is convenience, quality and price, was emphasized. And the weekly sales were recorded for 4 weeks following the beginning of the campaign. And these are the data what we got. Like in convenience in one city we got these are the different weekly sales, and in quality aspect these are the different weekly sales, in the price aspect these are the different weekly sales. Now if you look into this, you will find that independent samples are drawn from K populations, where first observation first sample, second observation second sample, third observation third sample. Sample size is n1, n2, n3, like this up to nk. Sample mean, where x is the response variable and the variables value are called the responses. In this context of this problem, the response variable is weekly sales, responses are actual sales value, experimental unit, weeks in 3 cities when we record sales figure, factor, the criterion by which we classify the population, factor label, the population names. In this problem, factor labels are the marketing strategies. So two types of variability are employed when testing for the equality of the population mean. You see this, when you look into this, the mean is 10 of 1, mean is 15, mean is 20, but a small variability within the sample make it easier to draw a conclusion about the population mean. But if you look into this, the sample mean are the same as before, but you have a larger within the sample variability, which makes it harder to draw a conclusion about the population mean. The variability between samples, the variability between the sample mean is measured as the sum of the square distance between each mean and the grand mean, and this sum is called sum of the squares for treatment SST. In our example, treatments are represented by the different advertising strategies. So this is the way how the sum of the squares for the treatments will be calculated. When the sample means are close to one another, the distance from the grand mean is small, leading to a small SST. Thus, large SST indicates large variation between the sample mean. And here K treatments, size of the sample, mean of sample. And this is sum of squares for treatments. Larger variability within the sample weakens the ability of the sample means to represent their corresponding population mean. Even though sample means make markedly different from one another, SST must be judged relatively to the within the sample's variability. So within sample's variability, it is measured by adding all the square distance between the observation and the sample mean. So in our example, this is the small sum of all square differences between cells in CT and the sample mean of the CTJ over all the 3 CT. So this is called the sum of the squares for error. So this is what analysis of variance, how we go for K number of groups, and I number of observation, N total number of observation, Yij observation J in the group I. And this is the way how the mean of group calculated and overall mean is calculated. Then total variation. To arrive at the statistic, we calculate sum of squares of total variation. One is within the group and one is between the group. So SST is calculated like this. MST is calculated by SST by n minus 1, that is mean square total. Then similarly, variation between the groups, sum of squares between the group, SSB is calculated like this, and MSB is calculated as mean square between SSB by K minus 1. Algebraically, this is represented as this, that is SST is equal to SSB plus SSW, and F test, if the null hypothesis is true, then there will be no difference in the mean value, which result in no difference between MSB and MSW. And if the means are different, then MSB will be larger than MSW. That is the ratio MSB by MSW, which will be close to 1 if there is no difference between the mean value, and will be larger than 1 if the means are different. So this is how the F test is calculated. F is equal to MSB by MSW. So this is a small problem which we have to work out on ANOVA. Like a company wishes to test the average life of each of 4 brand of tire. The company uses all brand of randomly selected truck, and the record of showing the lives of tire are given as below, and it is giving test the hypothesis that the average life for each brand of tire is same at alpha 0.01. So we want to apply the problem of ANOVA, and these are the data which is given, and there are 4 brand. The solution, like we write the null hypothesis, the mean life of the tire of all the brand is same. Then we write the alternative hypothesis, at least 2 means are different. Next step, what we do, we calculate the total of the brand 1, we calculate the total of brand 2, we calculate the total of brand 3, we calculate the total of brand 4. So T1, T2, T3, T4. Then after that we get the grand total. Z is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4. Then after that we go for the square of the total. T1 square, T2 square, T3 square, T4 square. So here in the brand 1 category, N1 is equal to 4, N2 is equal to 5 in brand 2, N3 is equal to 5 in brand 3, and N4 is equal to 4 in case of the brand 4. So total sample N is equal to N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus N4, that is 18. So we get the grand total as 324 and we get the N as what? 18. Then after that we go for the correction factor. CF is equal to T square by N. So our grand total was 324 square by 18, that is the total sample. So we get a figure of what? 5832. Correction factor is equal to 5832. Then we go for row sum of squares. Each value we go for square, we add it. So row sum of square RS is equal to, we get the value as what? 5914. Then we go for total sum of squares, TSS or SS total, sum of squares total is equal to RSS minus CF correction factor. 594 minus 5832 is equal to 82. Then we go for between samples, sum of squares BSS or SS treatment or SS between. BSS is equal to T1 square by N1 plus T2 square by N2 plus T3 square by N3 plus T4 square by N4 minus CF. So here the SS between is coming as 21.6. Within sample errors, sum of squares or SS error is equal to SS total minus SS between. So 82 minus 21.6, that is 60.40. Now we can prepare an ANOVA table. We will go for source of variation, degree of freedom, sum of squares, mean sum of squares, variation ratio, that is F test. So between sample or treatment, degree of freedom 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Sum of squares 21.6, what we have got. Mean sum of square is equal to your 21.6 by 3, that is SS sum of squares by the degree of freedom. Then within sample or treatment, the degree of freedom 17 minus 3, 14. So sum of squares 60.4, and again this is what your SSW by degree of freedom, we get 31. And the variance ratio F is equal to your MSB by MSW, 7.2 by 4.31, which is coming 1.67. So this is the ANOVA table what you have to prepare. Then you have to look into the F table. The critical value of F for degree of freedom is equal to 1 and degree of freedom is equal to 14. The critical value of F for degree of freedom is equal to 3, degree of freedom 1 is equal to 3 and degree of freedom 2 is equal to 14 at alpha 0.01 is 5.56 from the table. So our calculated value is 1.67, which is less than the critical value. So it is not significant and it does not fall in the rejection region, hence we accept the null hypothesis and we conclude that there is no significant difference between average life of the 4 brand of the tire 1, 2, 3 and 4.